Watch this, guys. See how I pull on his back? It releases anxiety in these animals. They love it. They come up to me just to get me to do that. Like, I'll they'll come up to me and sometimes they just want to be pet or just loved on, but sometimes they need that. And he's got major anxiety that's locked deep inside of him. I don't know if you guys saw the video where I talked about when he was little and I had that freaky moment with him. But so he's got, really bad anxiety. So if I do that too much or too hard on him, he'll actually turn around and like his eyes get real wide and he wants, he'll attack me. Not attack, but just, the feral will come out of him. And so I do it really gentle with him. But my mama cat here, she loves those. She comes up to me all the time, and you can see I pick up her whole front end, and I'll go down her back like that, and she loves it, and it releases that tension in them. It releases that anxiety, stress, and all of that stuff. And I've been wanting to show you guys that because it's a cool little trick. Look, he wants some more. He's like, where are you going? Give me some more. It's a cool little trick, but it works, guys. It's amazing. And the reason I want to show you is we're the same way. So that fascia hopping is releasing that tension. It's sort of like, that white skin that's on chicken. When you get chicken, there's like a thin layer of white, clear, translucent skin on chicken. That's what it's like. And what happens is that your fascia gets dried out from all the toxins, and so that's what that fascia hopping does. It starts releasing that tension and breaks up that tension in there. And such a good boy, guys. Their demeanor, they've gotten so unbelievably calm. And the changes I've seen in them as I've healed is just amazing. It really has been amazing to watch. But yeah, so that, you're releasing that fascia, and it's so important because it tightens and it causes you to have limited mobility. But it also, when it tightens, it can cause headaches. It can cause all kinds of problems. I would say God, the light's bright. I would say, do a little bit of research on fascias. That way you understand it a little bit better. It's very important, because when it constricts like that, so it can give you headaches. It can literally, if you got a stuck shoulder up to here, if you get, there's all kinds of problems literally that it causes. What was I going to talk about? Oh, your nervous system. So, your nervous system runs all the way from your brain all the way down your spine, and branches out. It's like tree roots, all the way down. And when that fascia's tight, it's causing nervous system dysregulation because it causes all kinds of things, blood flow, you name it. And that's why, there's so many things out there that you can focus on. And the tips and tricks that I'm giving you are like the root causes of things instead of chasing symptoms for the rest of your life. And don't chase symptoms. Whatever you do, guys, do not chase symptoms. you want um to get down. I'm giving you the root things, and it's like your fascia, your nervous system, your programming in your brain, your uh oh, sorry, my mind was somewhere else. They just came up, and so I was trying to take advantage because I've been wanting to show you guys that with the cats. But it's the same thing, and we're all alike in that manner. And so if you start taking care of your fascia, if you're only trying to do your nervous system, but you're not taking care of your fascia, your fascia system has to be addressed, because if that fascia is all dried up and tight and tense, and it's crushing down on your nervous system and on your organs and on your ribs and on your all these parts of your body, um and you're not focusing on that, or even considering that, and you're like, I don't need to focus on fascia. What's he talking about, fascia hopping? um it's going to be part of the other foundation that you need to work on, which is your nervous system. And the nervous system, guys, is the number one thing besides child work, and because your trauma and abuse is tied in, and that has every a lot to do, every if not everything to do with your nervous system. So these things are all tied in together, but they're root things. It's not like I'm giving you like 30 different things throughout your body to focus on and to do. Like, I'm not, well, this is going to clean your liver, and then you got to do this, and then you got to focus on your kidneys, and then you got to focus on no, if you just get rid of all the processed foods, all the animal flesh, all the um all these exterior things, all the poisons that you're putting in you, and allow this body to heal, and only put the best in it, which would be your positive affirmations, um fruits being the highest in electricity for your body. Even if you just go, look, you just want to stay away from animal flesh. You want to stay away from dairy. Oh my God, dairy is the worst. Dairy is the worst for your health. You want to talk about mucus building and addictive? Cheese is what they find. Cheese is 10 times more addictive than heroin. I mean, it's crazy. So any kind of animal products, processed foods, and then cooked foods. Even if you're doing cooked foods at home, guys, you got to understand, that next step would be just raw, like straight raw. That's what you want to get to. Is the easiest on your body, and if you have a lot to detox through, to go to the distilled water. Again, the fruits in the distilled water act like a magnet for all the trash in your system, and slowly over time, if you're severely toxified and have never taken care of yourself, slowly over time, within a week, you should notice a difference. Within a couple weeks, definitely. And within a month, I mean, the things that are gonna come out of you are crazy. And it's not like you're gonna be healed in a month. You're gonna have to stay on that for a year and a half, probably 2 years, to get that body fully cleansed out. Um, but yeah, that fashion, man, pulling on your nervous system. If you're trying to do these breathing techniques and trying to meditate, and when you sit in meditation, your heart just starts going, and your breath gets so short, like, it's because your fascia's so tight. It's because your fascia's so tight, and it's because your subconscious, well, your conscious, your ego, knows that you're trying to address things. And so, it's a combination of these things. If you need me to break that down a little bit more, just feel free to ask. um if the more thorough your question is, the more I can understand where you're coming from in your specific situation. But regardless, it's the answers are pretty much the same across the board. If you just focus on the basics and the essentials, then everything else will heal, because everything else you're dealing with is just symptoms of a dysregulated nervous system, of unfaced trauma, and childhood trauma and abuse, and your demons and monsters that you've been hiding under your bed and in your closet. Uh, and from the toxins that you've been taking in. I mean, that's it. Literally, those three things. If you fix those three things, everything else will follow. Oh, and then breaking the programs. Breaking the slave mind programs. You fix those four things, guys. Everything else follows, and the things I'm giving you are the ways to fix them. There are other things that you can add in. I'm getting ready to post a post on the channel of this guy of the hand mudras, and I've been wanting to post something on the hand mudras, but this guy breaks it down really cool, because he shows you, he's going to walk you through, and you're going to see in real time, and it's only like a 2 minute video, 1 minute video, and you're going to see in real time how quickly you can calm things down. But again, I'm going to put a disclaimer in the paragraph before the video that, hey, if you have a severely dysregulated nervous system and you got fascia problems and you're not addressing those, then you might not be able to feel these things, because you're so desensitized, you're so toxic, you're so poisoned, and so you might not be able to feel these things. uh, but anyways, yeah, I just want to let you guys know that, and love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Nobody else will.